Kourtney Kardashian is used to parenting in the public eye, with all its applause and backlash. Now an expert has weighed in on the reality TV star's best choices as a mom, plus the ones that may set her kids up for some trouble. Kourtney fully embraced being a mom when she became the first of the Kardashian-Jenner sisters to have a baby back in 2009. The 45-year-old welcomed Mason, 14, Penelope, 12, and Rain, 9, with her ex-partner Scott Disick. Most recently, she welcomed a son named Rocky, 13, with her husband, Travis Barker, in November 2023. She described her midlife pregnancy as being part of God's plan. "I kept telling Travis if we're meant to have a baby, then it's just going to happen," she told Vanity Fair Italia. "And so it was when we stopped forcing the process, then it happened." She described parenting as the most important job in the world in an Instagram story post after Rocky's birth. Meanwhile, Travis was father to a son, Landon, 20, and a daughter, Alabama, 18, with his ex-wife, Shanna Moakler, and a stepdaughter, Ashana de la Hoya, 25. Kourtney said she's committed to spending quality time with each of the kids in her blended family. "I have kids all different age ranges, preteen, teenage, adults, and infant," she said, according to People. "So I really try to set aside one-on-one time with each of my kids. I don't want to miss anything. It's like a feeling of being pulled in different directions, like wanting to be everything to everyone." Despite expressing her love of motherhood, Kourtney has been slammed, on occasion, for her parenting style. Topics of backlash have included her overly sexual acts of PDA with Travis, the foods she chooses to feed her kids, and how often those kids are posted online. Some of Kourtney's choices on how she chooses to parent may seem a little kooky, but there are some that are not, says parenting expert Kirsty Ketley. In attachment parenting, moms and dads aim to maintain a strong level of emotional and physical closeness. Think being responsive to your baby's every cry, baby wearing, feeding on demand, and co-bathing and sleeping. For many parents, this style of parenting feels intuitive, and as Kourtney has previously stated, can leave parents and baby super connected. Attachment parenting aims to create secure emotional bonds between mom and baby, with the idea being that the child will later flourish in relationships. But this style has come under some criticism, and in particular, Kourtney has come under fire for her love of co-sleeping with her children. According to the American Academy of Pediatrics, co-sleeping is not recommended. Previously, infant sleep expert and MOM-ENT founder Natalie Navarez told the U.S. Sun that she felt Kourtney co-slept for her own personal reasons and a self-need for her bonding or being afraid of losing it. Like Natalie, others widely feel that attachment parenting is often not about what is best for the child and can lead to children becoming over-dependent on their parents. Critics say it can leave parents feeling resentful and stressed, trying to meet their child's every demand. It does mean, though, that compared to her siblings, Kourtney is a bit more laid back in her parenting. She doesn't sweat the small stuff and recently opted for a more understated birthday celebration than in previous years for Penelope, who turned 12. There is no denying that children having a good emotional bond with their parents, and indeed having parents who are a little more on the relaxed side, is a good thing. But it would be wise to approach this style loosely, taking some elements and not worrying about the others, and not forgetting that rules, routines, and boundaries all help children feel safe, secure, and happy. Kourtney is very much about wellness and health, and instilling a healthy attitude in kids towards food and eating is important. But she appears to take her dedication to healthy eating a step too far by cutting out gluten, dairy, and sugar from her children's diets, and a strict rule of no junk food. Banning certain foods can end up backfiring on parents as kids' curiosity can take over and they sneak those foods into their daily lives. As they become older and head out into the world away from their parents, they may end up overindulging. This can then lead to a lifetime of shame and guilt, meaning disordered eating may happen. Instead of the healthy relationship with food that parents are striving to create, they can have a warped relationship instead. It is best to take a less obsessive approach when it comes to food. If parents are imposing a strict way of eating and eliminating food groups from their own diet, it doesn't mean that their children need to eat the same way. Children need certain amounts of all food groups to help them thrive, and kids need to learn that all food is food, not classed as good or bad. It is best they learn the nutritional value of foods and how they help the body to function and grow so that they can make healthier choices and leave junk food as an option on occasion. Kourtney and Travis have loved sharing their affection for one another with the world. Of course, seeing Mom in a happy, loving relationship is a good thing for her children. However, Kourtney and Travis' overtly sexual PDA will be a cause of embarrassment for her kids and leave them feeling super uncomfortable. Seeing affection is one thing. Cuddles, pecks on the cheek, and holding hands are all ways to demonstrate a healthy relationship. But when it becomes full-on making out in front of the kids, it can scare children and can cross a boundary into being overtly sexual. Since her son, Rocky, was born, Kourtney has chosen to keep the tot out of the public eye. It's an unusual decision considering her other 3 kids have been heavily featured on her social media over the years and episodes of the Kardashians' TV reality series. But it is perhaps one that Kourtney has made after her eldest son, Mason, made the decision to step away from the limelight back in 2021. This led Kourtney and Mason's dad, Scott, to limit the images they shared of Mason on social media, and he did not appear on Hulu's The Kardashian series either, nor in any photos or videos shared online of Kourtney and Travis' wedding. A wise decision from someone so young, and a great example of how children living their life constantly in the spotlight can take its toll. It is great that Kourtney respected Mason's wishes and shows that her kids are more important than the number of likes she gets. Before sharing kids' pictures online, it is always respectful to seek their permission first, while also considering the dangers surrounding sharing and oversharing information, from the dark side of the web to embarrassing a child. TCHBN. On the season 2 final of The Kardashians, Kourtney noticed that all the kids in her and Travis' blended family were glued to their phones while waiting for dinner to be served. In response, she imposed a no-tech at the table ban, which led to the family chatting and sharing their peak and pit moments of the day. Kourtney is right to ban tech from the table, as it detracts from children learning the art of conversation, an important social skill to learn. It often means that they are not concentrating on their food, and they miss opportunities to open up about things that are bothering them. It also stops families from bonding together. Changing screen habits can be hard, but parents should lead the way and keep their phones well away from the table too. Back in 2020, Kourtney shared a picture of her daughter, Penelope, on Valentine's Day dressed head to toe in red. After a follower asked if Penelope picks her outfits, Kourtney responded by saying that she loves for Penelope to choose and be herself. That's a stark difference to sister Kim, who has said she decides what her kids wear out of the house. As long as kids are wearing clothing that are appropriate, swimwear perhaps isn't quite right for a cold winter's day, then giving kids the freedom to choose their outfits is a good thing. It allows them to express themselves and to help work out their identity. It also means that they have some control, and all of these things contribute to high self-esteem. THEVACT. Overall, Kourtney appears to be like any other mom. She is just trying her best to protect her kids while showering them with love and respect. That is no bad thing, of course, but alongside this, it is important that they have some boundaries and structure in life to ensure that they grow as well-rounded individuals.